Hi guys, Remy here again with part 2 of the iPhone 6s Plus review. So if you haven't seen the first part of this video, I talked about its specs and how they hold up in late 2018. So in this video, I'll be talking about the pros and cons of this phone. So first are the pros. Its pros are the built-in design, headphone jack, and the physical home button. The first pro is the built-in design. So the build of the iPhone 6s Plus is quite old, with its large bezels and old Apple look. But I categorize it in the pros part mainly because I'll take this any day over the dreaded notch on newer iPhones. Yes, it has large bezels, but apparently I am more accustomed to it as I tend to play games or watch a lot of media content on my phone. What this means is I get a good grip on the size of the phone, ultimately giving me a comfortable experience while playing or watching videos. Additionally, smaller bezels tend to lead to unnecessary touches in the screen while you are holding it, so the bezels are quite enough for me to enjoy my daily activities without being uncomfortably conscious while holding it. And although its design is quite old, I have no problem as it still holds the classic iPhone look, giving me a simple yet elegant feel toward my phone. Lastly, its back is 7000 aluminum and not glass. We all know that glass is still glass, and once you drop it, you have to replace it with a whole glass. In short, it is more fragile than aluminum back, which only suffer minor scratches or dents from time to time. So if you plan to use your phone for a long time, the aluminum body has a better chance to last than a glass body. Number 2 pro is the headphone jack. So we all know that Apple has phased out the headphone jack, but contrary to their preference, most people still want the headphone jack. Taking off the headphone jack is very inconvenient. The mere fact that Apple makes dongles for your iPhone means that the iPhone jack is still very much needed, even though we are approaching a seamless and wireless approach in technology. Sure, there are other ways to use headphones like Bluetooth earphones, but the inconvenience of having to charge it once in a while to use it is frustrating. Adding to it is the added unnecessary battery use of Bluetooth being on when using the wireless headphones. And to top it off, the audio quality of wired headphones are miles better. So if the audio quality is important for you, just like me, then the headphone jack is a must to enjoy quality audio. The next pro is the physical home button. The iPhone 6s Plus still includes a physical home button. A lot of phones these days do not have a home button or just have a haptic feedback that emulates a home button. Unfortunately, both these scenarios do not allow for a fingerprint sensor. Newer phones locate the fingerprint sensor at the back or ultimately removing it from the phone. Having the physical home button gives me the convenience of unlocking my phone even when it's laid flat on the table and I can't use it properly for any apparent reason. So in this case, the physical home button enables me to unlock my phone with its main unlocking option, either the Face ID or fingerprint unlock. Although there are options like pin code unlock or pattern unlock, I would very much prefer unlocking my phone based on its main unlocking feature, even when it's flat on the table. I can also argue the convenience of fingerprint over Face ID unlock. For Face ID, I have to always glance at my phone to unlock it, which requires much more energy and action compared to simply placing your finger on the button. And lastly, the satisfying feel the physical home button brings is very calming to me and for a lot of people. So that is why the physical home button is a pro feature of the iPhone 6s Plus. The last pro is its price. So knowing the iPhone 6s Plus is very much ideal even in the late 2018, you can never go wrong with the price. You can get the phone for less than $300. I would choose this over any mid-range phone in the $300 to $400 price range. The trade-offs you get from choosing old flagships over newer mid-range phone is you have lower battery capacity and possible obsolescence in the near future. But these two can be addressed. As for the battery capacity, Apple is having a price drop for new batteries until the end of this year wherein you can get it for only $29 instead of $79. So for $29, your battery is good as new, like fresh out of the box. And for the possible obsolescence of old flagships, Apple is somewhat excluded as old Apple phones are already proven to receive the latest software updates even after 4 years. So ultimately, the trade-offs for getting an old flagship over new mid-range phone for the same price is pretty much non-factors. So after knowing the pros, we now go to the cons of the 6S Plus. First, no water resistant. Second, no stereo speakers. And third, no fast charge. So the first con is no water resistant. One of the factors that helps me deciding on buying a phone is its essential features, and water resistance is something that the 6S Plus does not have. No water resistance sometimes worry me on unwanted drops to water. These instances are rare, but if it happens, basically my phone is dead. So this is an essential feature that the iPhone 6S Plus does not have. The next con is no stereo speakers. So the situation calls for me to use loudspeaker instead of headphones. These are the times I wish I have stereo speakers, as the speaker of the iPhone 6S Plus is mediocre at best in open environments. So one of the deal breakers of this phone is the lack of stereo speakers that adds volume, substance, and richness to the audio. The next and last con is no fast charge. So most of the time, I am on the rush in mornings, thus I have a little time to charge my phone. Having a fast charge makes a huge difference because it can charge a phone up to 60% in just half an hour. This is what I'm missing on my 6S Plus. But then again, on the long run, fast charge tends to decrease the maximum battery capacity of phones faster as it produces more heat, which is the enemy of the battery. But having a fast charge is still pretty much a need that the phone does not have. So that wraps up the pros and cons of the iPhone 6S Plus. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the part 3 where I share my conclusions on the phone and who should buy the iPhone 6S Plus in late 2018. Thank you so much again guys, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below.